All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the PowerHour Podcast. I'm Geester.
And I'm Neester here.
And we are going over Scream 6 today, pretty much saying, was it good? Kind of what we think, almost like an overview.
Right.
Just kind of talking about it.
Mm-hmm. The overall thoughts. Because what I have seen about Scream 6 is that it's very love it or hate it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
A lot of people love it and a lot of people fucking despise it, mainly because of the twist at the end.
Yes, that's the main criticism, because I've heard a lot of people say you take out the stuff at the very end and it's great, but I think it's great either way.
Mm-hmm. Like, I do too. I recently went and saw Scream 6. I saw it maybe like a couple days ago. I would say probably like a week ago, yeah. I fucking loved it. I had a blast.
Yeah, you're a little bit more fresh than me, because I think I saw it like a week before you.
Yeah. You saw it a while. And didn't you actually see it like a while before me? Like, I was late to the party when I saw Scream 6.
I saw Scream 6 like 2 days after it dropped. I was pretty excited.
I saw like 2 weeks after it dropped. But yeah, so Scream 6, I think it's a fucking banger.
Me too. What did you I guess we'll start off with the characters as a little like subcategory. What did you think about the characters in this movie?
I thought the characters were fucking awesome. The homeboy Chad.
Yes.
Big beefy boy Chad. Oh, I loved him. Pretty much everybody in that like core 4 group was fucking awesome.
The core 4. There was another question I was going to ask. It was, I think it was like, did the movie confuse you, like, who was supposed to be Ghostface? Because I will admit, it got me so many times, like, because I was second guessing myself, like, is it this person? Oh, it can't be him. So, like, it was the one curly haired kid.
One thing that I had with Scream is that I had it part spoiled and part not.
Oh, so, really? What would you have spoiled for you?
When I went into it, I knew that the cop detective was a villain.
Really?
I knew that knowing it. When I came in, I was like, okay, yeah, the ghost. Because what I thought was it was one Ghostface. Because all the movies have 2 of them, except for like one of the middle has one guy. I thought this was another one where there's only one Ghostface the entire thing. Mm-hmm. And I knew that the cop was a bad guy. And then when they start introducing all these other characters as red herrings and shit, I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's just not true. It's like, it's just not this guy because I know who the fuck it is. And then at the very end, when multiple of these bastards showed up, I was like, oh, fuck. Because, like, it was an actual surprise. Because I thought I had it spoiled, and I didn't.
Interesting.
So, I
thought the characters were good. I think it had good characters.
No, I definitely liked the twist. I did not hate it at all.
Yeah. At the beginning, I was like, oh, is that the guy from Spider-Man?
Dude, that was so fucking, like, funny to me. Because what made it funny, I couldn't stop thinking about it the entire time I was watching it. And I was like, because it still takes place in New York. This is fucking Flash Thompson. This is Flash Thompson. Like, this is Flash Thompson. Like, and I was thinking about how fucking funny would it be if Scream and Spider-Man took place in the same city, same everything. And, like, Flash Thompson just lost his fucking mind from Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man, that he just becomes a serial killer.
See, I'm gonna be honest. When I was at the theater, I didn't even think about that being a possibility.
I thought that would have been so fucking funny. New York.
Yeah, I just spaced that it was in New York. So I'm like, did Flash Thompson really just become Ghostface? I thought it was him the whole time. Like, when it started, I was like, okay, is he just playing Ghostface straight up?
Yeah, no, like just actually, like, I thought it was so fucking hilarious, the idea that Flash Thompson and Jason, his name in the movie, is the same guy. And I thought that was just so funny to me.
I didn't even process that. New York as well.
Yeah, that's why I was like, dude, Flash Thompson, he's the same fucking guy. New York, it's him. Like, this is the same guy from Spider-Man. Like, straight up. What were the thoughts on just? Well, okay, well, let's be more vague. Do you have any genuine negatives?
Genuine negatives with the movie.
Like, is there anything that that just did not sit well with you? Like, this is fucking stupid. Like,
no, I really liked everything in the movie. People are adding in like their top 3 Scream movies. If I had anything, it would genuinely just be a nitpick. I really cannot think of anything bad about it. The only thing there's some things I would add. Like, to its greatness, I would probably add a couple more kills. I feel like you got like a good kill every 25 minutes maybe.
Right.
I would maybe add some just to really hype up the suspense that was already there. I feel like they could have really intensified that a lot more. There's like a lot of opportunities.
The kills are kind of spared. The kills are kind of sparingly in this movie. Like, they don't show up too often, but when they do, they hit.
They do. That's the thing though. Like, they kind of make up for that time. So for me, it's just stuff I would add. I genuinely, I'm trying to, and as we talk more, I might come up with something. But as for now, I really don't find a lot bad with it.
I know one of the biggest negatives that I had with the movie, like probably the only real negative that keeps it out of like being like an S tier thing, was there are too many moments in this fucking thing where a character gets so brutally killed just for them to be in the next scene like nothing happened.
That is true, because it was that
should
scene,
not happen.
And it was where she gets stabbed and she walks off and she's fine.
Yeah, that is fucking ridiculous. And like one of the things that I noticed with the very end was the Chad scene. Where he's beating the shit out of Ghostface, and then another one comes up, stabs him in the back, right? And then both the Ghostfaces just take turns, like they probably stabbed this man maybe 20 times each in the chest.
Oh yeah, when he was on the ground, right?
Yes.
And then like when they get done defeating like the Ghostface or whatever,
and then he gets wheeled out on a
and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be fine, babe."
Like bullshit. Like this guy, he had to have gotten stabbed in the torso maybe 40 times.
Well, he was taking knife blows to the fucking heart and the back.
The heart, the ribs, the fucking stuff. Like, there is no shot that this guy is just like, yeah, guys, I'm okay. Like, fucking no. Like, that, I saw that and I was like, this fucking made everything shit. Dude,
that was, yeah, I completely disagree with that.
Yeah, no, that was silly.
Yeah, I don't know why. At that point, is that like a nitpick, or is that like this is kind of a genuine?
No, that is a full-blown negative. The fact that anybody can get so like crucially, fatally broken in this, and then they're just chill like nothing happened, that is a flat fucking negative. Because now, okay, say Scream 7 happens, right? Say someone gets stabbed and then they die. Bullfuck, because homie took 40 to the chest and lived. Why is this one gonna kill him, you know?
That's true. So it's like in a Scream movie, can you really die? Like, it must take a lot for you to die in a Scream movie.
They pretty much cornered what they can and can't do. Because now, if they like realize what they did, okay, Scream 7, okay, we cannot have characters get this fucked up and walked off. Let's only stab him once, realistically, and that finishes him. Then you're screwed, because he took 40 to the chest last movie. Why is one gonna fuck him up now?
Yeah, it just does not make sense at all.
Yeah, they really botched that whole thing with the whole, like, the endurance that you can take in these movies. Like, that was really shitty.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to ask you about that ending. What you your little thoughts and opinions on how that movie ended?
I think it's pretty fucking cool. Like, I really didn't hate the killers at all. Like, I thought that they were fine. Like,
I love them. I think, what do you think is going to happen next, then? Because of that ending where she kind of pulls out the backpack and you see the Scream mask.
I really, really
hope...
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, I really hope that she turns villain in 7.
I love it. This is just a side note. I love when movies do that, where like your main character that's all good becomes the villain. That is probably the coolest concept in a movie you can have.
That's why we love Revenge of the Sith so much. It's just because of Anakin becoming Darth Vader is such like a cool thing. The idea of the hero protagonist going villain just sounds like such a cool fucking plot.
Just cool. I love it. It just makes it like 10 times more interesting.
Because have they ever had that in any Scream movie where like your main hero just goes nuts in the next movie? Like, has that ever happened?
I think this is the first, because usually in Scream movies it's just, okay, we're running away from Ghostface, he's trying to kill us. But I don't think they've ever introduced this kind of like concept.
That's what I'm saying. Like in Scream 7, I think that they really should make, what was her name? Fuck me. It wasn't Sam, was it? Who was the main girl's name?
The main girl, I know. I think that was one of her friends.
Sam was the little sister, or was it actually just Sam, the lead role?
I don't know. No, I think the big sister was Sam.
Yeah, the big sister. Having her be villain in Scream 7 would just make the movie so good, because it would make everything stand out. It would just be another basic, let's run from the guy in the mask thing. No, like, but when it's you, my boy, like.
That's true. Like, what if she tries to go and kill her sister?
Like, it's like, dude, like, she just loses her mind after seeing all this crazy shit. Like, I think that'd be fire. I think that'd be a great fucking story to tell.
That would be flame. Would you, if you were, like, the directors or just the writing team, do you end the Scream franchise at 7?
No, because, like, the thing that makes Scream different from, like, Jason and Michael and Chucky and all that is because, like, it's not just one guy.
That's true.
Jason Voorhees,
it can be anyone.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, those are one dude doing all this shit. At some point, that motherfucker's got to die.
That's true, but like this is just anyone can go to Spirit Halloween and cop like a.
That's exactly
Ghostface.
it. That's exactly it. Literally anyone could go pick up this fucking mask at like a local Walmart and just go on a killing spree.
Yeah, just go nuts. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, so honestly, I don't even think they should ever end Scream because if it makes a shitload of cash, you can literally tell an infinite story with it. Why not? Just go
That's
nuts.
true. Just infinite possibilities. Yeah, that is true.
Shit, I'll be there for Scream 14. Like,
Scream 17. Yeah.
yeah, like fuck it. Just don't call it that, and I'll be there for it.
How about that Jenna Ortega? What do you think about Jenna Ortega?
Jenna Ortega, baby girl.
Everybody loses their mind over Jenna Ortega.
I heard a lot of complaints saying that she should have been the main guy instead of the older sister.
See, but Jenna Ortega's short. I feel like if she screamed, it looked like a little person. It was like Ghostface.
She does look way too young to like be an actual killer. Like I get that.
Like there's no. Like, can you imagine a Ghostface at that height, like trying to kill people? Like there's no way.
Just kick her.
Like it looks like it's like a 12-year-old trying to be like Ghostface. Yeah, just pick her up like a football and punt her.
Pick her up like a football? That's some shit.
I don't know. But like looks-wise, what do you think about Jenna Ortega?
Jenna Ortega looks-wise?
Yeah, because everyone just thinks she's like the hottest girl on the planet.
I can fuck with it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she genuinely had some of the best acting in it, though.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Like, just her emotion. Just like when it was a happy scene, she was very happy. When it was a sad scene, it was very prominent. She
you know, the thing is though, she actually probably thought she was gonna die or some shit. So she was like actually freaking. She was actually freaking the fuck out.
I was thinking about that. Like when you watch the trailer of like them running in like the gas station scene, I was like, if that was me, I would probably genuinely be scared out of my fucking mind.
Like, what do you do? Like
in that scene that you got the screen on right now, where it's like toward the end, when she's hanging off the balcony, and you've got like two dudes dressed as Ghostface under you holding knives. I'd be fucking crying.
I'd be like, this is it, bro. Like
they're like, GG's, I'm clocked out, I'm dead, done.
I was so embarrassed when watching Scream 6 because I out loud went. Like I did like the loudest like wheeze laugh shock thing of all time when it was that point where they just killed the shit out of Chad and they both turn around in sync and wipe the fucking knife off at the same time.
That was the coolest scene.
That was so probably cool. The most badass moment in any Scream movie I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, I love this movie. I walked out, I had a little bit of popcorn left, and I tossed it in the bin, and out loud I whispered under my breath, damn.
Damn.
I went by myself. I went and saw it by myself.
Yeah.
And I literally walked out and went, damn. Like, that was great. I don't usually do that in movies, but that one genuinely had me talking to myself.
Like, dude, I was like, my God. Like, I thought it was fucking awesome, man. I was
like, good Lord. I was like, damn.
I had a blast with Scream 6, dude. Like, I thought it was fucking awesome. I liked everything in it. Besides that whole, like, a human is an indestructible thing whenever you want them to be. That was fucking stupid. But when it was just like, I think it was probably the most tensionous Scream movie of all of them.
I can get behind that. I really liked it. Also, you and me talked about it a little bit, just off camera, but I mentioned how like every character knows what they're in. Like the characters know they're in a Scream movie. Right. They talk about it like, oh, like I wonder, like the movies never end like this. Like
the movies never do one of these numbers.
Like, it doesn't make any sense at all.
What is your thoughts on the theory that Stu is still alive? You remember who Stu was from the first one?
Yes, played by Matthew Lillard himself.
Yes. What is your thoughts on him still being alive? Because apparently a lot of people are saying that they're setting him up to be a return villain in 7.
That would be like, what if Sam teams up with Stu?
I don't know, man. Like, yo, this might be some nut shit if that's the case.
Because you gotta remember, like, Matthew Lillard, I mean, he looks kind of the same, but he's definitely aged. So what do you do in this situation of, like, okay, I'm old, but I'm back? Like,
oh my God, I just think that'd be so fucking cool. Like, if they were to make, oh, fuck.
It's like they might have to set him up a certain way because they already set up at the end of Scream 6, Sam, like, they want you to think that.
Uh-huh.
So how are they gonna set up Stu? Like, how I guess the question is, how would you set up Stu?
Honestly, I would probably do what, like kind of what, like, going back to Star Wars, I'd probably do, like, a Sidious Invader kind of thing. where like they introduce Stu, but they don't make him a bad guy. They just make him a guy that Sam knows, and he kind of like tempts her into doing bad shit. And he's like, bro, imagine how fun it would be if you did this. It's like no one would know. And then so
like trying to lure her in almost.
Yeah, like pretty much just like gaslighting her and like trying to like trick her into being evil. And then he's like, bro, stab this kid. And then she does it, and she's like, Stu was like, didn't that feel fucking awesome? And she's like, oh yeah, it did. You know, like some shit like kind of like that.
Oh, like imagine it's Stu trying to lure Sam as a Star Wars reference to like the dark side.
That's literally what it is. I would say that if they brought Stu back for 7 and then they made him as like the mentor for Sam, I think that would be fucking crazy.
That'd be insane. I can get behind that. I really like that that idea.
That would be mad. Like I think that would be like a fantastic like little, because then that'd be a fucking twist. That'd be the twist right there. Is that like, yeah, it's fucking saying like doing this crazy shit. That
would be a great plot twist.
Yeah, I would love that shit. That'd be amazing. Have you seen all of the Scream like movies? Have you seen all 6 of them? Because I've only seen like half of them.
Same. Let's see. Have you seen? I'm gonna come back to what you asked, the shows, because I see on the picture says the TV show. Have you seen the new Scream show?
I have not. I actually completely forgot it even existed, to be honest with you.
Because I haven't seen it either. So I don't know if that plays into like a really big part. But I've seen the first Scream. I've seen. Let's see. The first one. I've seen the third one. I think I've seen like Scream 1 and 3, but I haven't seen 2. But I think I've seen 4. I think Scream 2 might genuinely be the only Scream movie I've ever seen.
Scream 2?
Yes.
I've seen 1, 5, and 6. I've never seen 2, 3, 4.
Damn, maybe we need to watch those.
We do. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about just binging all the Scream movies one day, because like I really like it. I've never seen a single Scream movie and hated it, so I have no idea why I would hate 2, 3, and 4.
That's true. Like that might be like one of the only like.
It's consistent. Like.
Yeah, I mean they are. I mean it's almost hard to mess up a Scream movie really bad.
Taking just other people's account in the mix, I don't think that there is a bad movie in this whole franchise. Is there?
No, I really can't look at any Scream movies and say that it was horseshit.
I heard that 3 is kind of a dud. Like 3 is like known to be like the stinky. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm solely the messenger here, but I heard that 3 is kind of the most. It's not bad. It's just a dud compared to the other fireworks.
Well, I disagree. I think Scream 3 besides 6, 3 is my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen 3 though, so I have no idea my thoughts on it. I'm just saying that like the general consensus. And, like, if you were to go and watch a ranking video on YouTube, like, the ranking all those Scream movies, 3 is the bottom of the list literally every time.
Interesting. I wonder, man. Yeah, I'll have to check those out.
Maybe 2 and 4 are just that good, like, to the point where, that okay Scream 3 is still okay, but the other ones are fucking awesome.
That is true. I wonder how the TV show fares, like, with just quality. Like, is there one Ghostface or multiple? I wonder how that.
I don't even know anything about the TV show, like, at all, to be honest with you, dude. Like, I really got.
I think it's. Oh wait, the mask is different.
Oh yeah, no, the mask in the TV show is like absurdly different.
That's already like a big turnoff for me.
Yeah, he has like a blowjob face the entire time, and it's really silly.
Yeah, I know. It looks like he's about to. Looks like he's in climax.
It looks like he screams like, oh! Like,
I know, it's like his lips are like,
oh!
Oh, baby. It's me, Ghostface, the famous killer.
Hey, guys, it's me, Ghostface.
From the popular franchise Scream.
What's that noise we made when we were playing Call of Duty where we're like, like...
Oh, like... It's like, oh.
Like, dude, it's literally like Scream Pog. He's literally making the fucking Pog face in it.
That's exactly what. Yeah, dude, he's literally making that face.
This is literally the mask of Scream.
Third row. Pretty much, dude. That's all the Scream show is. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't say that. I don't want anyone. Can you imagine, like, it's actually a baller ass show?
It probably is. It probably is like a whole banger, but it's just like the mask is so easy to meme to the point where it's not even funny.
Man, sometimes it's those costumes though that make it a good movie for me. Like if it's, I don't know. I feel like if the costume isn't good, I don't know. Sometimes it ruins it for me.
Yeah. Okay, going back to the Scream killers, right? Not the detective, but the 2 kids. What's the thoughts on those?
I thought I'm just gonna say it was cool. I liked it. At first when I was watching it, I was like, this kind of sucks, because I remember it was the one redhead girl, and it was the one dude. Yeah. I'm gonna say it was okay. It was bearable, and it was nice because it worked. At the beginning, it didn't work for me, but it ended up working. It was just fine.
I think the only one of the three that I had a huge problem with was Ethan, the younger boy.
Oh, really?
I had a problem with him because he should not have been the killer, because I feel like that ruins all the like fun and the joke of him, because literally the entire thing, it's like, hey, this guy is suspicious as fuck. It's him. Like, we all know that it's him. Like, why are we pretending that he's not one of the suspects? And then when he turns out he actually is the killer, it's like, okay, then, like, cool.
Yeah, it did. That's the only part that is kind of like a downside now, because it's like, because the whole movie they were joking, like, oh, he's the killer. Oh, why are you just showing up now? You're late. Are you late because you're the killer?
Yeah, like,
and then he ended up being the killer.
How comes everyone was here except you when this chick died? It's like, dude, I seriously was just in class. And
then he's actually the killer. It didn't make sense.
Yeah,
like about that the older dude in the middle. He was the like detective, wasn't he?
I thought it was cool. I really didn't hate it. I really didn't hate the idea of him being the guy. Like,
I liked it. Is there anyone that you thought was Ghostface?
I thought that no, because I had it like kind of half spoiled for me. So I thought the entire time that there was only one guy, and it was the cop.
Oh.
So every time that I saw them trying to set up it could be this guy, I was like, no, you're fucking stupid, because it's him. Like, I already know. I had it spoiled. I know it's this guy.
Interesting.
That's why I thought that what they were doing with Ethan was really like creative and funny and weird, because they're like, yeah, you're such an obvious fucking suspect, but it's not you.
I genuinely no, when they said that shit, like when they showed his face and he was like, no, it's genuinely not me. They had me kind of fooled.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it would have been better if he was just straight up telling the truth. Like, yo, it really is just not me. Like, it's just straight up coincidence that I'm just not here.
That would have been better, because it's like they're trying to pin it on this guy, but it's genuinely not him. They should have been like, oh,
there was this really suspicious dude in the friend group who is like really fucking odd. It's him. It's got to be him. And then it turns out to not be him. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But when it actually is him, it's like, now it's just weird.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So out of like 10, what do you give this?
Out of a 10, what do I give it? Honestly, I'd give it maybe an 8.
Really? I'm gonna.
If they didn't make Ethan a killer, it'd be a 9. And then if being stabbed 300 times in the chest actually mattered, it'd be a 10. Because I think it is damn good.
So that whole thing about like them not dying from stabs, that's like a genuine, like, that takes away a couple points.
That takes a whole like single point away out of a ranking of 10. Like that is a baffling fucking thing that can ruin a slasher in seconds. So honestly, yeah, that easily brings it down at least one whole number.
Well, that is true, because at the end of the day, it's a killer movie. It's a horror movie about a slasher.
And then like someone pointed out that there is not a single character in this movie who dies who wasn't introduced in this movie.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, there is not one character who is in 5 who dies in 6. Not one. And that's fucking stupid.
I think I'm going to go 9. But yeah, I can agree. But it, I'm going to go 8.5. I'm going to go 8.5.
I think it's the most exciting of all the Scream movies, genuinely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, so that is going to do it for this episode of the PowerHour Podcast. What did you think, G-Ster? How was the just impact of Scream 6 had on you just as a horror fan?
Great. It makes me excited for new horror movies, definitely. Because now I'm like, okay, wait, now this is actually getting me excited because they know what they're doing. It's not like it's a Pixar movie or something. But
it's not
I loved it. I rated it really high. I had a fun time with it.
Yeah, no, I think it was a fantastic movie that people are just shitting on way too much. Yeah,
I think so too. I think it was a great movie. But then whenever the next one comes out, I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah. All right, my boys, so that's going to do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed this shit and the buttons are down there, you know what to do. And see you later.
Bye.
Light up the board and reach up the stars.